the Marion. Hensley to Morris. Morris will draw the foul, drops the bucket. That is good. Kevin Morris taking the beating a little to take those 2 points, and now with a chance to break the tie and go up by 1. 5 minutes, 2 seconds left to play in this ball game. It has been tied all the way, deuced at 48 here. Kevin Morris shooting. A roar coming up from the Marion fans. The shot does not fall, but comes down to Quillen. Over to Tommy Music. Music to Hensley. Stolen away by Purefoy. Take him out, he says. No layup, and gets the rebound. Kevin Morris. Purefoy steals it and puts it in. It looks like he's out of bounds. Timeout, Gate City. Timeout, the Blue Devils. 4 minutes, 37 seconds left to play. And the score, 50-48, Marion leads. I believe that the Purefoy on that last play, Mike, when he come down, his foot was out of bounds. The official let the play continue. They're up by 2 now. Gate City has to regroup. This is what it's all about right here. Pressure. If they can handle the pressure, come tournament time next week at regionals, this is going to benefit them. As the saying goes, like I said in the JV game, when the tough gets rough, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Shoot. You're all tied up in the emotion of this game, and it's been amazing. 50-48, Marion ahead. Lead has changed hands several times. Look for the ball to go inside to the animal. He is on fire tonight. He's 8 of 8. 16 points for Chris Shelton. I believe Shelton may be our leading scorer if he's not. Music has 15. 8 of 8, 16. And Morris has 15, so it's about split. It's about split. Coming back to action, Music on top for the Devils. Trying to get the offense rolling. Gate City working with their original 5, with the exception, yeah, they are working the original 5. Morris from the corner. No! Bad shot selection there, I believe, on that one. Mike could have drove it in a little bit closer. Purefoy. They look for Marion just to hold the ball out. They're not looking to push it in. Purefoy down the call. Back out to Purefoy. 3:58 left. Call with the ball. Drives. Shoots. No good. Rebound by Tommy Music. Music protecting the ball well. Takes off down the floor. Cross half court. Over to Moose Morris. Music. Off. Comes down to Heron. He'll put it up and he'll draw the foul. On Sayers. Foul number 2. Team foul number 3. The big dog will be shooting 2. He can tie it up here if he drops both of these buckets. First one. No! Music walking over to speak with Mason. Marion comes up with it. Purefoy of the ball. 3:26 left. Devils down by 2. 50-48. Purefoy calls out 5. Over to call. To number 40, Sayers. Sayers drives. Shoots. No good. Back to Sayers. Shoots again. No! Where's the foul? They're going to get Big Dog Heron with a foul. 3:06, 50 to 48. Gate City trailing by 2.
1-1. Gate City's really going to have to work here this last 3 minutes because they've got a good team out there they're facing tonight. That makes the score an odd situation now that Marion has 51, Gate City 48. Second shot, no good, rebounded, comes off to Morris.
Morris over to Tommy Music. Devils down by 3 with just under 3 minutes left. Shoveled off to Morris. Long one, boom! He was measuring the last time, I believe, for that shot.
He took a couple steps in also, cut down on the range. Pierpoint of the ball. Devils down by 1, 2:41 left. Call with a bone-crushing pick. Out to number 42, Austin. Austin, out the call. Call's gonna shoot. Bottom.
Gate City with the ball. Heron brings it down. Over to Tommy Music. Music on top, over to Dog. Brian Heron on top. Music with the shot in there.
Pierpoint with the ball now. The Devils down by 1, 53-52. Pierpoint. 2 minutes left, 2 minutes left. Across the timeline. They leave him wide open. Passes off to Heath. Heath is going to pull it out. Marion looking to run some time off the clock. Gets a pick there. He drives. Passes off to Sayers. Charge! Gate City's ball.
The Devils fans on their feet and yelling. The charge called.
Lord, this is going to come down to the wire.
52-53. Gate City trailing by 1.
This is what tournament play is all about.
The tournament on the line with a minute 40 left. Inbound to Pendleton, to Morris, to Music. Tommy will bring it down. Music setting his offense. Into Shelton. Shelton out to Music. He'll pop it in there.
Heath inbounds the ball to Pierpoint. 1 minute, 15 seconds left. Devils on top by 1. Pierpoint directing the offense. Devils in a 2-1-2 defense. 1 minute left. 1 minute. Timeout, Marion.
What a ball game. What a ball game. Look over there. The Gate City fans on their feet.
Both teams are winners, in my opinion, Mike, for their hustle and outstanding play tonight.
Both teams deserve to go to the regional tournament. We are undoubtedly seeing the best 2 teams in the Highland District tonight. No doubt about it.
Marion lost their last 3 games of the season. They couldn't put the ball in the basket, but tonight they're finding it. They're hitting the shots, the layups. They're popping it from outside.
Gate City just a hair on the off tonight. Has been missing a lot of shots. Bad shot selection. But the story, Chris Shelton with 16 points.
8 of 8 from the floor. Outstanding tonight. We need the big man, too, next week in regionals. He needs to work on the next few days on keeping from fouling. That's his big problem right now, is to know when to go up and when to stay on his feet.
1 minute left. 1 minute away from a championship or just a regular season championship.
The Devils are champions in our hearts always, no matter what they're playing at. District tournament, regionals, whatever they lose, they're still champions in their hearts. And we're set. This is it, folks, the last minute and 2 seconds of the game.
Marion Heath will inbound the ball.
Heath triggers into Pierpoint. Marion will go for the last shot. They're going to either make it or break it here. Heath back on top to Pierpoint. Pierpoint to Heath. They're just letting the time run off the clock. 40 seconds now. with the ball. Back to Pierpoy. Heath.
They're trying to work it down for the one bucket and win the ball game. Gate City content to let them.
The Gate City crowd trying to get Marion tore up. They're on their feet.
It's coming down. It's coming down. 10 seconds left. Here we go. Shot up. No. Music. Foul on number 42, Marion. Gate City will get the basketball. 8 seconds left. 8 seconds and Gate City with a 1-point lead.
Looking to increase it to 3 with Tommy going to the line. Let's hope he can sink them both.
If Music drops these 2 buckets, it's over. Crowd on their feet. This is what it's all about. Beautiful. Timeout on the floor. Dave Mason speaks to Chris Shelton over there across the way. Chris playing a whale of a game tonight. Hear the Gate City Devils roar across the way. My son was asleep over there in my wife's arms. He's awake now. The roar of this crowd, and nobody can sleep through that.
He's over sure too, Mike.
That's the truth. I'll tell you what, Thunder can't wake that boy, but the Blue Devil fans can.
Folks, let's get up to Christiansburg next week during the regionals and pull our Blue Devils through. The fan support, this is what it's all about. When they know they have the fans behind them, they're giant killers. It gives you a little added incentive.
8 seconds left, as we said, in this ball game. Lead has changed hands about 9 times. 54-53. Tommy Music goes to the line, shooting a 1-and-1. 8 seconds. What a way for the tournament to end.
Both teams will be in the regionals next week. We may meet again, Mike.
That's true. Music. Man of the hour on the line. 1-and-1. Hoping to ice this ball game. Come on, Tommy. Come on. In there. Gate City by 2. The real pressure comes now, though. Another timeout before the second shot.
They'll be dancing in the streets tonight in Gate City. I hope. Well, I don't know. They may be.
We may. There's 8 seconds. We could see overtime.
True.
He's got to make this bucket. We don't want to see it, but it could happen.
If he thinks this one, Gate City will just let him run down, put the bucket in. Not foul. That's the main thing. Don't foul.
It'll be a freebie. It will be a freebie. Everybody on Gate City's bench, I expect to see, not really caring who gets the ball if Tommy makes this. And as you said, they head for the other end of the floor. No fouls. If Music drops this bucket, here's the shot. Tommy drops it. Ball comes into Heath. He drives. He shoots. It's no good. Pendleton with the rebound. Foul underneath. And
Gate City has it. They've got it wrapped up now.
it's in the palm of their hand.
2 trophies going back to Gate City tonight. The tournament trophy, the nets are going back, and the district trophy's going back.
Pendleton will be shooting 1-and-1. 2 seconds on the clock. The real story here tonight is Chris Shelton.
8 of 8. Fantastic night.
4 fouls on the big man, but he has made a big difference. Tommy Music came out and directed the offense. And that will be the ball game. Gate City Blue Devils take it home. As you can see, pandemonium on the floor. Coach Mason over there over there working around. The Blue Devil fans were getting ready for the net cutting ceremony. The tournament trophies out front. We'll keep it right here.
Marion deserves a nice round of applause. They played a tough game tonight. These young men are winners all around. Marion, Gate City, both clubs looking to do well next week in the regionals. And we, like we say, we may see these boys again.
The young men from Gate City getting hugs from their family, their girlfriends, and just their general friends.
The ladder's going up down here on the right side, ready for those nets to be cut down. Gate City to wire the nets around their heads as they go back.
We will get them up here as soon as we can. The awarding of trophies will follow in just a couple moments. They're having fun with the PA as usual. We've got you, Coach, or whoever you are.
Wonder who the MVP for the tournament will be.
I have...
presentation of the awards. Presenting the awards tonight are Dr. Berkeley Clear of Abingdon High School, Mr. Jim Sullivan, the principal of Marion Senior High School, and the chairman of the Highlands District.
Presentation of trophies coming.
Virginia High School League and the Highlands District would like to congratulate all the players and the coaches for their participation in this fine tournament. I'd also like to thank Abingdon High School Principal Jerry Bishop and athletic director Larry Smith for a fine job hosting the first Highlands District tournament. Let's give them a good round of applause. Abingdon High School.
We hope you can understand the PA announcer. Wishing both teams well.
I'll turn this back over to Larry Smith, and we will proceed with the awarding of the trophy. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get into the presentation of the team awards tonight, I would like to announce the All-Highlands basketball team that's chosen by the coaches this afternoon.
Here's the Highlands basketball team.
President, would you please come to center court to be recognized? First, honorable mention, Brian Heron, Gate City.
Big Dog Heron, honorable mention on the team.
Mike Locke, Virginia High.
Give him Mike Locke on Virginia High. He's on the team.
Williams, Patrick Henry.
Williams of Patrick Henry.
Chris Shelton, Gate City.
The big animal, Chris Shelton of Gate City.
We give the young man in the red sweater, we give him a high five at the...
Another Virginia High player, didn't pick his name up.
Tommy Akers, John Battle.
Tommy Akers of John Battle.
The second team, Greg Sayers, Marion.
Greg Sayers of Marion on the team. Second team.
Hal Rice, Abingdon.
Rice of Abingdon.
Danny Purefoy, Marion.
Purefoy of Marion. Johnson of Abingdon, also making the second team of the Highland District Tournament.
Anthony Campbell, Virginia High.
Anthony Campbell on the second team from Virginia High. He's not here.
For the first team, Randy Fry, John Battle.
Randy Fry of John Battle making the first team. He's coming on the floor.
Safety O'Porter, Patrick Henry.
supporter of Patrick Henry. Charles Heath of Marion. Kevin Moose Morris. Now, Ivan, who's the next man? Well, I don't know. Maybe Machine Gun, you think so? It might be Tommy Music. Music! Tommy Music. This being his final appearance in a Highland District level tournament.
87 Player of the Year, the Highland District, Tommy Music.
Tommy Music, Player of the Year for the Highland District. Tommy Music. The Music Man adds another plaque to the wall. And now the tournament.
87 Coach of the Year for Marion Senior High School.
Marion's coach taking home Coach of the Year honors. He did a good job with his Marion team. They weren't expected to place nearly as well as they have.
Now for the big trophy. Presenting the JV Tournament Champion, Gate City Blue Devils.
JV Tournament Champion, Gate City Blue Devils. There you have the young men coming out there, accepting the trophy, holding it up. The Devils have a lot to be proud of tonight. Pendleton out there earlier on with the JV tournament.
Regular season champion, Gate City Mountain.
Gate City, the regular season trophy, held up by the whole team. So hard to get. That's the first Highland District trophy.
The 1987 tournament runner-up, Marion High School Scarlet Hurricane.
Marion High School Scarlet Hurricane takes home second place in the tournament, the runner-up. They'll travel with us to Christiansburg. We wish them the best of luck until we meet them again in the final round. Gate City taking back 3 trophies with them tonight. How sweet it is.
Again, Gate City.
Gate City Devils, the tournament champion. The regular season champion. There you have it. Stay tuned for net cutting.
On behalf of the Highland District, I'd like to wish both of these teams the best in the next week's Region 4 games at Christiansburg. Thank you very much for making it.
Tommy Music takes the trophies over and hands them to Coach Mason and Coach Blackle. Says, good job, coaches.
If anyone comes from the parties, we have them at the score station.
Now we're getting ready for the net cutting ceremony. Ivan, if you'll handle this, take over. You and Bill Kimbler, if you would, school board member's son, coming up here with me. He's always been good to help us. I'm going to go down and see if I can't round up a Gate City player or two and arrange a few things for after this game, okay? All right. Take over, fellas. Kimbler, we've been witness tonight to the most exciting game of the season, in my opinion. What do you think about it?
I think the Devils done a real good job, just to be honest about it. They reacted under the pressure that they had to react under, and, well, they bought it out.
Gate City has been down several times this season, fought back, took the victory. They deserve the trophies they got tonight. And there you see Matt Quillen taking the first whack at the net. Matt Quillen cuts the first string on the net. And here's the story of the night. The Animal, Kimbler, he shot 8 of 8 tonight. Magnificent night for the Animal.
He's got the right to snap that thing.
We need his shooting next week at Christiansburg, so it's good to see him on the right track tonight.
Exactly right.
And there you see Big Dog Heron taking his whack at the net. One less twine left on the net now. Second time we've seen our Blue Devils cut the nets. We saw them cut them at home after the Virginia High game. And now we're getting to witness them cutting them up here at Abingdon.
number 12, Arthur Ferguson, I think he done an excellent job tonight. He stayed right with the forward.
I believe that Arthur, if you need anybody to guard anybody closely to keep him from penetrating, Arthur's the man to stick on him. He hounds him. There's no way nobody can get by him. There you see Josh Collins. The young man has contributed to the program this year, taking his turn at the net. Having a difficult time. There, he's got it.
I'm back. We should have Dave Mason and the whole team in just a few minutes here. As soon as we get everything settled down a little. Rusty Pendleton takes his turn at the shears.
We'd like to see this happen again about another week or so at Christiansburg.
It would be sweet. Pendleton needs some sharper shears.
He says, I'm just going to rip it down.
And he breaks the Rusty, one of the strongest men on the team, breaks it loose. Number 44, Hensley. Up there. He says, I can use those things.
Here goes Moose Morris. Come out in the second half, read us fire tonight, put in the points, and help the Blue Devils win the tournament.
Kevin getting used to this net cutting stuff. He's got another year for the Devils. We'll be back next year.
He told the coach he wanted a new pair of scissors. Those were dull.
They said scissors would be provided by Abingdon, so we're going to blame dull scissors on Abingdon.
Johnny Gibson taking his turn. This young man has also contributed greatly to the Gate C program this year.
That man's a thief. He can take a basketball away from you no matter where you are.
And here comes the double Daly. Troy Daly, the third senior on the team, taking his turn. Having a hard time with the scissors.
Daly just jerks it. Tommy Music.
He's going to hold the ladder for Big Chuck.
For Chuck. You know, Chuck, you don't hear much about Chuck, but he's a great guy.
He takes care of the players. He's like the little brother they may never had.
Here he is, man of the hour, Tommy Music, Highland District Player of the Year. And he's got that net.
Look for him to go down to the other end, Alan. They're going to take both of them home with them.
And we'll pan around. Dave Mason's down here under this other dome. As we said, we will have them up here in a few minutes, all the Devils. And like to commend Sandy Blackwell and Chuck Quillen for their tremendous help this year in covering the Blue Devil JV team, and their great job there. The trophy they have in hand speaks for itself. Know who that is? The bus driver, I suppose.
That's old Herman Spivey.
Is that Herman? JV's going to cut this net. JV's cutting the net. These young men are turned the wrong way. We can't pick up their faces.
No, they got smart. They got them a knife.
You know, it goes without saying, the blade sometimes is sharper than the shear.
Very true, Mike. Banner year for both teams. The JV finishes off with a record of 15-4. The Highland District champions, JV. The Gate C Blue Devils win the Highland District, the first ever Highland District title. Come back, win the district tournament, and next week they're seeking the regional tournament.
There's a young man that's got a lot of heart, Jason Compton.
Gives all he's got. Whatever he tries, he gives all he's got.
There's Potsy. He makes a quick slice.
Potsy had a terrific game tonight for the JVers. There's the man of the hour, though, for the JV team. McDavid played a superb second half for the Devils tonight.
Brian has been an outstanding player all year for Gate City. I wonder who this is sneaking up here.
Oh, that's Tim Robinson, can't you tell?
Robinson wore his football jacket.
Now he's got a baseball jacket on. He's a star baseball player, too. Matter of fact, the whole basketball team will be turning around Monday and putting on their baseball cleats.
Well, we know who they're going to have to put up with.
They're going to have to put up with me. You got it. Myself and Coach Spicer. Kevin Williams on the ladder.
Probably one of the best ball handlers Gate City's seen in a while.
The great thing about this is these JVers will be on the varsity for the next 2 years. Some of them will be there for 3 years, only freshmen. Look for great things in Gate City basketball in the coming years.
Hang in there. We're going to have Dave Mason up here in just a few minutes. All the Devils going to be looking this way, hopefully. Get everything. They do what they say, which they will.
Hartford Hyde on the ladder now. Unusual name, nice young man though.
And the net's down. Let's see if we can't pull Dave Mason up here now. We'll be back in just a second.
Okay.